Hello crafty friends, I'm Lubomira and thank you for joining me today. If you are new to my channel, welcome, make yourself at home, and I invite you to check out more of my content. For those of you returning, thank you for taking the time out of your day to spend a few crafty moments with me. I appreciate being able to share my creations with you, and I hope you enjoy the time we spend together as much as I do. Now that you are here, remember to like and subscribe to my channel. By hitting that little bell, you'll get notified every time I post something new, and you'll never miss out on any of the crafty goodness. In today's video, I'm sharing a Sending Good Thoughts card. I feel like you can never have too much positivity in this world. This card is a very bright and cheerful card with a floral design. I used mostly Dollar Tree supplies to create this card, including a stencil, napkins, gems, and a sentiment from one of the Dollar Tree stamp sets. I'm excited to share this with you, so let's get into the video. I started by creating my background panel. This does require some drying time, but other than that, it's super easy and quick to do. The Dollar Tree has lots of cute seasonal napkins that can be used for making backgrounds and other elements. I found this bright colored one in the summer party supplies that are currently in stores now. What's nice about this technique is the variety of napkin designs available out there. You're guaranteed to find something to fit your needs. I cut down my napkin using scissors and pulled it apart so that I was only left with the graphic layer. Next, I took a standard 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 inch panel and completely covered it with a thin layer of matte Mod Podge. The Dollar Tree does carry this product in both the matte and glossy finish. However, if you don't have it, you can water down some liquid glue so that it has a slightly runny consistency. You'll want to put something over your work surface to prevent making a mess. I just used a piece of paper to shield my craft mat from getting all sticky. Using a brush, I coated the entire panel. You don't want to use anything fancy for this since you run the risk of ruining it if not properly rinsed. I used a Dollar Tree brush and it worked just fine. Once my panel was covered, I draped my napkin over it, trying to avoid wrinkles. I lightly smoothed out the napkin with my fingers and then applied another thin layer of Mod Podge to the top of the napkin. I worked quickly and gently, careful not to snag or rip the napkin with my brush. When I was done, I set the panel off to the side to dry. As my background dried, I ink blended another panel using a Dollar Tree stencil. I used Distress Oxide inks in the colors Picked Raspberry and Squeezed Lemonade. Even though I have spun sugar out, I didn't really use it for the project. One of my favorite color combinations of Distress Oxide inks is Picked Raspberry and Squeezed Lemonade. When combined, they create a really pretty coral color, which I love. I secured the stencil over my panel using washi tape and began ink blending with a small brush. I used Pink Fresh Studios 1/4 inch blending brush for this, but use what you have in your own stash. I ink blended several of the flowers with both yellow and pink to create a gradient and variation in the colors. I wanted to add another heartfelt thanks to everyone who has subscribed and left their kind words in the comments in the past few weeks. We just celebrated our 700th member joining our circle of friends, and I couldn't be more grateful. For me, this platform lets me connect with people that love this hobby. I don't have crafty friends in my everyday life that I can share this passion with, so when I see you leaving your experiences or opinions in the comments, it really does mean a lot. So thank you again for your kindness and words of encouragement. I really do appreciate it. In the time that I ink blended, my background panel had time to dry. I trimmed off the excess napkin using some scissors and attached the panel to a white card base using liquid glue. Next, I trimmed my ink blended panel by 3/4 of an inch so that the panel measured 3 1/2 by 4 3/4 inches. I then took some pink and yellow cardstock. This happened to be Lemon Drop and Ripe Raspberry cardstock from My Favorite Things, and trimmed the panel to create a layered mat behind the ink blended panel. I thought that the flowers and the striped background would be a little busy next to each other. The pink and yellow border between the two panels would break up that busyness and add a nice frame to the floral print. I trimmed the pink panel to be slightly larger than the floral one, and then trimmed the yellow panel to be slightly larger than the pink. I attached all three panels to each other using liquid glue. Then I attached the layered panel to the card front using foam tape. To add a little shimmer, I placed gems in the middle of the ink blended flowers. The Dollar Tree gems aren't the best because the adhesive that they are on tends to peel off. I used liquid glue to attach them instead. Overall, they aren't the worst embellishment. They do have lots of shine and come in an assortment of colors. For someone just getting started, they are a reasonable choice. I used clear, pink, and orange gems to complete the front panel. For the sentiment, I used a greeting found in one of the Dollar Tree stamp sets with the vintage bite. I prepped my paper with an anti-static tool, and then I stamped "Sending Happy Thoughts" onto a black piece of cardstock in Versamark ink. Then I sprinkled gold embossing powder over the wet ink and heat set it with my heat tool. I trimmed down my greeting using my trimmer, and with the help of a T-square to make sure it was straight, I used foam tape to attach my banner to the front of the card. And that's it for this card. I really like how bold the colors are. It definitely seems cheerful and bright. What do you think? Please leave me your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and please leave me those comments below. I do look forward to reading what you have to say. I hope you'll join me next time for another creation I have planned for you. Until then, have a wonderful week, and I hope life treats you kindly. See you soon. Bye!